Alrighty, hi guys. I'm Jordan Lewis from Game Guys here with our sponsored player and champion of the Epic Games Oklahoma 2026 Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals, James Conacher. We're here for his deck profile today. How are you doing today, James?
I'm doing pretty good. Happy I won the regional, and everything. A little bit stressful there at the end, but I'm glad. And plus, they gave me this nice little trophy thing, so I thought that was pretty awesome. Never seen that before. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I'm pretty good and ready to get into this.
Alrighty, James, what deck did you play for the event?
I played Yummy.
Yummy.
Cupsy Wupsy. I should not say that. Oh, that sounds so weird. But yeah.
Oh, man. So, what decks did you play against during the event?
Played against, let's see, so it was 8 rounds. I got them written down here. So not necessarily in this order, but I played against 1 Crystron K9, 1 VS K9, 2 Memento K9s, 1 Cashier, 1 Raizio Mitsu, 1 Malice, and believe it or not, 1 Ancient Gear Golem deck. I was very surprised when I seen that. I played him round 5. That was very surprising. I did not see something like that coming. So that was interesting. But, other than that, I think, those were all my matchups. I dodged all Draco Tails and I dodged all the Yummies, which was weird enough because there were tons of Draco Tails there. But I ended up dodging them all, so.
All right. Well, how does your deck compare against the rest?
Oh, it's just better. Simple as that. Okay, there's a little bit cockiness, but I'm like, don't get me wrong, the other decks are good, but I think mine's just better. Simple as that.
Hey, look, when you got it, right?
Exactly.
What about your die rolls?
Oh, yeah, my die rolls. Oh, yes. I lost all of them like normal, but I'm pretty sure everyone already knows that. Lost every single die roll. I got excited a couple times. I rolled I rolled a 9. Boom, they rolled a 10. And, I rolled what was it? I think I rolled a 10. Dude rolled a 12. I was just like, you know what? I give up. I'm just like, whatever. I have no hope for die rolls whatsoever.
So you think you're cursed?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I've gotten so good at playing second because of losing die roll so much. I'm just like, I've accepted it, I'm like, hey, whatever. I might as well just start telling people, hey, you can go first, but that ain't going to happen. I'm still going to hope for the chance of winning that die roll.
All right, man. Well, what was your hardest matchup during the regionals?
Ooh, my hardest matchups. Let me think about that real quick. I know I had some nail biters. The Raizio Mitsu player, he was a nail biter. And then my round 7 opponent, which we'll get into that later, he was playing Malice. That was a real nail biter as well. I'll show a card here later in the side deck that I actually think allowed me to win that game 3. But that and I'm only going to say Memento too, both of them Memento players, because of the fact of I don't know exactly what the deck does or how to, how it plays through and everything. It's just too much to read. I didn't put the effort into learning the deck. But other than that, just probably those 4. Only the Memento because I don't know what they do. But actual nail biters that were actually good back and forth games was the Raizio Mitsu and my Malice opponent. So I believe that was round 6 and round 7.
So what were some choices that you made that determined the course of this event?
Oh, that's we're gonna see that here in the deck profile, which I reckon we'll probably just go ahead and get into it. Yeah.
All right. Well, you heard the man. Let's go ahead and get into this deck profile.
We'll go main deck and then I guess we'll go extra deck and side deck.
All right.
So we'll start off with the hand traps. Standard, 3 Fua. This is not necessarily standard. I'll get into this later. 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, and let's see here. That mix up. 3 Imperm, 3 Purge. This is standard, this is standard, this is standard. These 3, yes, some people are playing Veiler, some people are not. I don't believe anyone still is maining Peruli in the main. I could be wrong, but I've seen a lot of lists here and there, see people's, reasons, whatever and whatnot. They're playing Ogre and Bell. So my theory was, and my reasoning for it, for a regional, I want blanket coverage. And for me, in my opinion, Ogre and Bell feel like they're more targeted matchups. So Bell for the mirror and for Dracotel, Ogre for the mirror and possibly VS Canine. I didn't know exactly what I would play, so I didn't want to take the chance of that. So for me, this is blanket, can hit anything. So it hits, you know, VS Canine, can kind of hit the mirror depending on what they open up, and can also hit Dracotel. So that's why I wanted to play Valor over the rest. And then these, for me, these were better than Ogre and Bell in the main, because no matter what you're playing against, more than likely it'll be at least a 1-for-1. To where if I'm playing against Dracotel and I have Ogre in hand, Ogre's more than likely dead. So it's just more than likely just useless. You can just use that as a discard fodder. To where more than likely they're going to summon a normal summon, activate effect, whatever. I'm getting an upstart. To where if I do play it against, like, say, Vanquish Soul Canine, this is great. And which I ended up playing against tons of different variants of, you know, Canine. So it was great for me. It put in a lot of work for me. But against the mirror, a lot of people say, oh, it's dead, whatever, blah, blah, but it's actually not. If they don't see Obedience Schooled, or if they see Engage, so if they see Engage and you drop this on them, more than likely it should be an upstart at worst. Because they go Engage, Hornet Drones, Kagari, Hornet Drones. Then, if they do not summon from hand, then if you have an Imperm or a Purge or an Ash, their Cupsy does nothing. So they have to at least summon from hand to be able to do something and continue playing. If they don't, then, you know, then they'll probably lose. But that's just my thoughts on that aspect. I guess now we'll go into the actual, just the core of the deck. For the main engine, this is standard. There's only one thing that's probably not standard about it. So 3 Cupsy, 3 Cookie, 3 Lolly, great, pseudo okay, depending on matchup. 3 Obedience School, standard. It's going down to 1. It isn't going to change a thing at all. Me personally, I prefer only 2 Engage and 1 Hornet Drones. I don't like 3 Engage, even with the new ban list. I don't know if I'll play 3 Engage or not. I have other things I want to test and you know work out and see what's good. Been wanting to mess around with some Snake Eye Yummy. 2 Surprise, 1 Okurki, whatever, 1 Minion. As for the other ones, so these are, I guess you would go with non-engine. So this is just the core of the engine, standard. Called by in the main, some people main it, some people side it. I preferred to main it over Pot of Prosperity. To me, I didn't want to get rid of my extra deck. I probably need every card in my extra deck, which for the most part I did, except for 1. Then I also decided to main Droplets. This card was OP today. Alongside Perulia put in so much work, but this card put in a hell of a lot of work. For those who are like, oh, you don't need it, just play more hand traps. There wasn't a hand trap I wanted to play over this. This was also another reason for me not playing like Bell for like the mirror or Dracotel. Dracotel, I can dodge whatever their traps try to do and negate their monsters. The mirror, negate Snatchy, whatever, all good, done. That was, I think Droplets overperformed today. Well, technically yesterday. We'll go with extra deck. Most of it's standard. Kagari, Amirage. We'll get more talk about that one later. 3 Snatchy. You have to play 3. SP. I'm still not even going to try and pronounce that. This one was trash. I don't know.
Ordinary.
That's not ordinary. That's a UKANO.
Oh boy, I'm just going with the last part of the name.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah, ordinary. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, no, 100%. There you go. 3 Standard Synchro as a Cupsy, for Cookie, Lolly, Star, Metal, and I only played 1 Herald. So this is the reason. So my thing was, fairly ever does the second Herald come up. It does come up, but it doesn't come up enough to where I was like, okay, I decided to use it as a possible flex spot. And over that second Herald, I played Cross Sheep. Never came up. Yeah, Yeah, no, I don't even know what to say. I'm not going to be playing this probably again. I don't know.
Do you think it never came up due to the good performance of the deck, or?
Well, there's that, but there's also, I know some people were playing Contact C and stuff like that, and that's what I was worried about. If I did go Obedient Schooled and they go Contact C, you know, games 2 and 3, I wanted the out for it just in case. And I mean, it's a valid choice to make that, you know, decision as a just in case decision. But if I do play it again, it will be in the side deck. The other card I played was Link Spider. So I cut it there for a while because I was like, oh, I could still do other stuff and everything like that. But I got sick and tired of getting nibbed even more and making it harder to play through nib. Put it back in. I got nibbed, I want to say at least 8 times that regional. No, probably more than that. I was like, thank God I put this card back in. This card will stay in the extra deck. I don't care what anyone says. Saved my butt a few times.
So you would say Link Spiders can nib it in the butt?
Yeah. All right. We'll go side deck. Let's see here. We got 1 Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storms, Thrust, 2 Book of Eclipse, 1 Raigeki, 2 Bell. So this was just interchangeable for, you know, like against certain matchups, like for Yummy or Dracotel, I would take out the 2 Purlies and put these in. Because yes, like I said, they're just nothing but upstarts, but these would be better options. The night before, my side deck was just like thrown together just from testing stuff at locals, and so my buddy Bryce was helping me fix it up. No matter what, the standard cards I was 100% going to play was these 3 and these 3, which these 3 are standard, not necessarily these ones though. And we put this together, and it honestly, so here's the other last 2. All this right here, I didn't need any of it. It didn't do nothing. Except for, well, this one time, I seen this round 7 against my Malice opponent, game 3, and I think honestly this is probably what won me the game because it prevented him from getting to White Binder. His hand was, in my opinion, good, but he says otherwise. But other than that, this, you know, never came up. Never got to see this to set it. This never came up. This was for Yummy or Yummy and VSK9 or anything to put a lot of bodies on board. This was first and second, you know, set one of these 2. This is for going first against Yummy and going first against Dracotel. So everyone will be like, oh, well, it's bad because, you know, you'll just banish your monsters as well. Well, it doesn't matter, because if I'm going first against Yummy and I already have everything in my graveyard set up, I don't mind if I'm still playing while he's trying to play and I lose a couple pieces because I can put them back with the field spell. But him, everything he puts on the board is going to, you know, be banished, and he can't do the same. Against Dracotel, it's just, in my opinion, FTK. This, Yummy, VSK9, Crystron, Raizio Mitsu. The only time I seen it was game 3 against Raizio Mitsu. After we back and forth a little bit because we're both top decking, and by the time I seen this, I was already winning. This is, people know what this is. The only cards, main cards that won me everything, were these 6 cards right here. All this honestly did nothing. These won me, well, I guess to be fair, that one game. These won me basically the whole regional. This is now down to 1, which whatever, we'll supplement it with something else. This is at 3, which I think I'll still just do it at 2 and 1, but I don't know. I need some testing for it. But other than that, that's about it. Nothing really much to say. The regional was fun. Okay, I guess we'll do shout outs. Shout out to my 2 sponsors, Game Guys. They provided us the Airbnb when we went up there, because we went up there with them, but they're my sponsors. They allow me to travel, whatever, and all that good stuff. Shout out to my other sponsor, Jacob Mendoza. Great guy. Everything you see here is his. He allows me whatever I need. He gets it for me. It allows me to play this game. Shout out to Team Fafnir, all my buddies on that team. Big shout out to my boy Bryce Sharp. He was unfortunately, he lost round 7 and 8. Lost round 7 to me. He was playing Malice, my one Malice opponent. and then had some unfortunate luck, 2 variants, round 8. But he helped me with the side deck and everything. He always helps me with stuff. Great guy. If you ever need help with something, you need good opinions on stuff, ask him. And then biggest shout outs go to my wife, my daughter, and my son. Yeah, I think that's about it this time.
Alrighty, and what did you win from the EPIK Regionals?
Oh, same thing everyone else does, except for this little trophy thing. This was cute. I thought that was very nice of them to add that little addition in there. That's very interesting. But yeah, other than deck box and mat, which is like whatever. But I thought this little thing is that's nice of them. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone can do stuff like that and give out little trophy things for every owner. But other than that, yeah, I think that's it. This whole deck's gonna change. Everything's gonna change because of the ban list, and I'm hoping come Pittsburgh and other YCSs that I'm up at the top tables and can show off some other spicy stuff I got in the works.
Alright, thank you so much, James.
Thank you.
And you have a wonderful day. We'll see you on Thursday and Saturday at Game Guys.
Cutsy wupsy.